Yes, villagers. Today we're going to be talking about 4 responses to people's response who don't wear masks during COVID. If that happens to be one of your friends, or possibly the person that doesn't wear the mask is yourself, you are in the right place. If you're new to this channel, welcome to our village. If you're a returning villager, welcome as well. So, let's get into it. Welcome to Garden of the Mind, where we reduce stress, improve our health and fitness, and improve our financial IQ every episode. We must believe more than we see. We are in the New York City area, and in the New York City area, we are about to enter phase 4, which is our final battle with this COVID situation. However, throughout the rest of the country, we are watching their COVID numbers rise. We're watching deaths rise in addition to infection. Masks really help. But then there's some people that just don't wear them no matter what. Well, on a site called advisory.com, and I am not affiliated with this website at all, they had an article called Why Americans Don't Wear Masks, in their own words. This was done by the CDC. However, what it did is it took a poll of 4,024 people and asked them about their masking habits. These studies were taken from people from May 5th to May 12th. What they discovered, 60.3 people said that they wear their masks all the time. 13.8 people said that they wear their masks sometimes. And then 17.1% of people said they rarely wear their masks, if at all. So that's the percentage that we are talking about. That's 17.1. Response number 1, COVID is a political scare tactic. Our response is, do you know anyone who had or has had COVID? Because if you knew someone who had COVID and they can explain to you exactly what their experience was going through to recovery, that would make a significant difference on whether you put on a mask or not. Now, depending on where you live, that would give you interaction with such a person. So if you live in the inner cities or the cities in general, chances are you would have had someone in closer contact who may have gotten COVID. And then if you had someone who passed away from COVID, that is further an indicator for you to wear your mask. So one of the things that we find out is the people who make these baseless claims usually don't have a base to make the claim. So they don't know of anyone who has it. They don't know of anyone who passed away from it. So to them, it's something that's completely made up. So it's not within their realm of reality. So if they have had some sort of interaction, or if you can share with them the interaction of the person who you spoke to, that may help them and sway them just a little bit to wear a mask. Response number 2, I can't breathe with a mask. Well, if you can't breathe with a mask on, imagine having COVID. You wouldn't be able to breathe very well with COVID. So you have to weigh your options and see exactly what is the best for you. If you have a mask, you have various choices of masks that you can possibly get. You can look to get a different type of mask that lends itself more to breathing for you, and it might be a little bit easier on the ears or the nose or any of the things that you are having complications are. But if you are able to feel anything in terms of it being tight around your ears or tight around your nose, then you are alive to feel that. So it's important to make that distinction. We would certainly not want to think about what the alternative could be. Response number 3, last I checked, we lived in a free country. Well, you're right. We do live in a free country. But the country that you're talking about, there are people in that country, right? In that free country, are those people sick or are they well? Because if they are well, then we want to get everyone to the point of being well. And if they're sick, then what kind of freedom do they have in terms of this free country that you are talking about? Because when you can't get out of bed and your people and family can't come to see you as a result of you having that type of illness, it's not very free. I'm sure it doesn't feel very free. So you have to think about it. Most of the times when people use this way of thinking, they are talking about from the perspective of not getting COVID. So in their minds, they don't think that they can get COVID, so they're thinking they can do whatever they want to as they won't get COVID. But they seldom consider the possibility of actually getting COVID and what that means to them in terms of their freedom and in terms of the lifestyle that they previously enjoyed before COVID. Response number 4. Well, if I get sick, I'll deal with it by myself. Well, in terms of dealing with it by yourself, we got to look at the factors that contributed to you getting this virus. Because this virus you don't get by yourself. That means you had to have come in contact with people. And if you came in contact with people in order for you to get this virus, chances are you're going to be returning to another place where there are people as well. So if you've contracted this virus from people, then you're not dealing with it on your own. And if you have the virus, in order for people to take care of you, that is not alone. That involves other people who are now risking their lives to help you to get better. Wouldn't it be so much better to use an ounce of prevention instead of a pound of cure here? So this is not government censorship to try to force you into doing something that you don't want to do. As most of the times, if you're talking about not wearing a mask, you're speaking about opening yourself up to getting COVID, and you're taking a gamble and figuring that the gamble's going to work in your best interest in terms of you not getting COVID. However, have you stopped to think about what if you do? Most people don't have a contingent plan because they don't plan on ever being incorrect in terms of what it is that they do. I was watching a news program in which a doctor was reporting on a young man who recently contracted corona as a result of going to these corona parties. And his last words were, unfortunately, I believe I've made a mistake. Those should not be very good last words for anybody. So whether you believe you're going to get this virus or not has no determination in terms of whether you're going to get it or not. This virus is spread through contact, coming in close contact. Please take your precautions. Please wear a mask. Use hand sanitizer. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Sanitize frequently touched objects. Are there any other responses that I may have missed that you think should have made the list of 4? If so, please put that in the comments. The village will be also happy about that, and so will I. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. If you like this channel, please subscribe. If you want to know when I post, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, please click on that notification bell so you hear that ding and you know that a new video is ready for you. And remember, thoughts are actions, words have power, and actions have consequences. I'll see you for our Monday portion. I'll see you then.